All right, everybody, what's up? Ayo, welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Boy, do we have a good one in store for you all here today. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those that don't know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated online premium educational platform and community where we all share the same goal, and that is to learn, trade, and profit together. We are also, 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,200 reviews. I invite and encourage you all to go to Trustpilot and check out and read some of those reviews. There's no better referral than that of your peers. Folks, TTG is a platform. We offer premium tools and resources from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, just to name a few. TTG can literally help you guys change your lives for the better, but most importantly, we are a family. We leave no trader behind. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free on this YouTube channel, where myself, other pro trader moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets and free lessons that are going to help you become a better, more profitable trader. If you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. Take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this stream on your own social media. We're live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. So welcome everyone that is joining us on those different media channels. So guys, why should you listen to what I'm going to tell you about here today? And I've got a lot of really good information and some educational stuff I'm going to talk to you guys about today that has to do with AMC and the gamma squeeze and all this stuff. I'm going to really break this stuff down for you guys here today. But I began my career working for a fund in New York City, 2007. Right? I didn't figure out this whole trading thing on my own. Okay. I was taught by other professional traders. And 2008 happened, which is the big stock market crash. But I actually went on to receive one of the firm's Trade of the Year awards during that time period. Okay. Fast forward now. Oh, excuse me. Before I fast forward, before they ever let me touch a dollar, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before they ever let me touch a dollar of their money, okay, before receiving that award was ever possible, I first had to go through an educational training program that they had put me through. I've since taken that education, I've simplified it, I've expanded on it, I've paired it with some of the top trading tools available today, from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, just to name a few. But we've since taken that curriculum, guys. Okay, and we've made it all available to our TTG members for just one price for the whole year. Okay, there's no upsells, there's no add-ons, none of that. You pay one price, you get access to every single thing that we have to offer on the TTG platform. So listen up, guys. All these live streams, my goal is to make sure that you get value out of them and that you learn something. So these lives can literally make you a better trader. So I want you to get comfortable, hang out for a bit, get something to take some notes on, and then let's get ready to learn, trade, and profit together. We're going to start off tonight's live stream with a Q&A covering all your questions about AMC, all the other meme stocks. All right, we're going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff and answering all your questions here tonight, guys. So what I want you to do, I want you to start typing your questions right now in chat. Do not be shy. Okay, literally, I'm telling you guys, I'm sitting here waiting for you. Ask me anything. We're going to give some time for people to log on, and then we'll dive into AMC. We'll get into all of the gamma squeeze. You hear this term being thrown around a lot. So we're going to talk about that here tonight on this live. So go ahead, guys, start typing your questions right in chat, and let's go ahead and start up that Q&A. It seems like there was no follow through on trades placed today. U1, VTNR, they just seem to fizzle out. I mean, yeah. I mean, VTNR was a decent one. We couldn't get through the high of the day. VTNR was a decent one. U1, we were able to get one piece of profit off the table, but we didn't get to like profit targets 2 or 3 on U1. We got to profit target 2 on VTNR. Kind of feels like everybody was just kind of obsessed with all the meme stocks today. I mean, that's all your liquidity. That's all your volume is. Do we have another question or? Okay. Market will crash when Fed will increase rates, or it's already priced in as growth stocks already down big time. We will enter into bear market for foreseeable future. Ali, I think when the Fed raises rates, I think stocks go down. Okay, I think stocks go down when the Fed raises rates. I do not think it's priced in, no. There's no way that I think that it's priced in. Markets are still sitting up at all-time highs. Markets are sitting up there at all-time highs. So no, I do not believe that a rising interest rate is priced in. The markets are still trading on zero rate environments, massive liquidity influxes from the Fed, you have monetary stimulus and you have fiscal stimulus. Fiscal stimulus is the Congress, and like when they're issuing those stimulus checks to individuals, and they have monetary stimulus, which is the different things the Federal Reserve does. So the Federal Reserve has not slowed down any of the stimulus that they've been doing. You're beginning to hear them discuss and talk about potentially tapering their asset purchase program. That would be the first step in the Fed kind of easing off that stimulus. Okay. But no, I think that once the Fed raises rates, I do think the markets do sell off. The severity of the sell-off will depend on, I should say, in my opinion, the reason for the raise. If the reason for the rate hike is COVID's long behind us, we are now back to full employment, and we can start to raise rates because we're at full employment, that's going to be a lighter sell-off. If the reason why the Fed raises rates is because inflation has gotten out of control, that's going to be a much more aggressive sell-off. Because if we're raising rates because we're at full employment, the rate of that rate hike can be a lot slower. If we're raising rates because inflation has gotten out of control, the rate of those hikes in interest rates will be much faster. And the market's not going to be able to digest rising interest rates that happen very, very quickly. You don't go from like a zero Fed funds rate right to 3.25. Okay. But if it's a slow, steady, methodical climb where they raise several times over like 4 or 5 Fed meetings, the markets will have a little bit more time to digest that. I still think they'll go down, but they won't go down as aggressively. So it'll depend on what the reason is for the rate hike. But I think when they do raise rates, regardless, I do think we see a pullback. What advice do you have for someone who works during market hours and can't look at the charts regularly? Mario, my brother, my advice to you is to implement a trading style that works for you. The majority of our TeachD members do have full-time jobs. Okay, so Mario, watch this. All my TTG members that are on the live stream, if you are a member of True Trading Group and you're making money while working a full-time job, I want you to sound off in chat right now. Type the letter I and comment, what's your profession? Okay. If you are a member, you're making money while working a full-time job, type the letter I and type, what is your profession? So Mario and anybody else that is wondering, how they can still make money from the markets if they work full-time jobs, I would tell you to, read some of these comments that are coming through chat right now. You're seeing all of my TeachD members: restaurant owner, sales associate, dentist, engineer, truck driver, veterinarian, general contractor, janitor, accountant, heavy equipment operator, carpenter, production manager, a chef, a strength coach, auto mechanic, nurse instructor, nurse practitioner, school counselor, painting contractor, HVAC contractor, bartender. Okay, so you're seeing all of these different professions. These are all TeachD members. Right? These are members. We've got about 6,200 members in True Trading Group. You're seeing a bunch of them commenting right now that they work full-time jobs and they're making money. Now, how do you do that? You got to implement a trading style that works for you. There are so many different styles and strategies when it comes to trading. You don't have to trade like me, or you don't have to trade like the one trader that you follow on YouTube and says, oh, look, I made 10 grand today and this is how I did it. You don't have to trade that way. There are so many different styles and strategies that you can implement. One specifically for you would be swing trading. Another one you can still traditionally day trade, but on lower volatility stocks. All right. And that's why in TTG, it's not just me. There's 8 other moderators that are calling out trades throughout the day that each have their own different trading style. Okay, so there's something literally for everybody in TTG. If you guys don't want to trade like me, there's fine. We have a lot of other moderators, and I consider myself a traditional day trader. My trades usually last anywhere from several minutes to several hours long, but I also do swing trade. Okay. But we have other moderators that specifically focus only on swing trading. We have moderators that focus specifically on options, lower volatility trades, higher volatility trades, large caps, small caps. We've got everything in TTG. All right. The other thing that I would say, Mario, is to make sure that you download our mobile app. Okay. All of the members of True Trading Group, they all have access to our TTG mobile app that actually allows you to stay connected to our chat room, even if you're not in front of your computer. All right. So you'll be able to see the screen share because we share our screen during the day. All the moderators, we share our screen with you. We're all live on the microphone talking to you just like I'm talking to you right now. Okay. Just like I'm talking to you guys right now. And that mobile app will allow you to kind of follow along with what we're doing in chat. You'll also get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. So even if you're not in front of your computer, you'll be notified whenever a trader enters a trade and when they exit a trade. And that's how you can find, that's how a lot of our members that have full-time jobs, that's how they're able to benefit, even though they're not sitting in front of their computer all day long. If I'm unable to work anymore and never traded before, if I join, will I be taught how to do everything to where I can make a living at it? John Parker. Okay. Yes. Okay. This is a two-part. I'm going to answer this question in two parts. First, you've never done this before. That's fine. Okay. A lot of our members never traded a stock a day in their life when they first joined True Trading Group. I'll actually ask them this. John Parker, real quick here, I'll just have you pay attention to some of the comments. My TTG members, if you are making money now, but when you joined True Trading Group, you knew absolutely nothing, I want you to sound off in chat right now. Type the letter I in chat if you are making money now, but knew absolutely nothing when you first joined True Trading Group. And John, the reason why this is possible. Oh, sorry. I just accidentally. Sorry about that. I just accidentally took down your comment. But what I was saying was, in TTG we have broken up, and I encourage everyone to look at how many letter I's are coming through chat right now. Look at how many people are typing the letter I. Okay, these are all TTG members, folks, that knew absolutely nothing before they joined, but are now making money. Okay, so all of our courses, John, are broken up into beginner and foundation courses and then advanced courses. So if you've never traded stock a day in your life and you literally know nothing, those beginner and foundation courses will hold your hand and start you off from day one. Okay, Lori says, John Parker, I lost so much money before I joined TTG, and now when I make bad decisions, I've always made my money back, getting my head in the game thanks to True Trading Group. Jeff Matern says, I was gambling before I joined. Now I'm trading and finally making money. Jason Walkenbach says, I'm making money now. I knew how to blow up an account until I joined 2TG and found out that I knew absolutely nothing when it came to trading. Celeste says, I wasted $5K with other groups that left me stranded. After paying them, I lost $6K. Then TTG helped me learn how to make all that money back, plus my membership, and then some. The education never stops. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. These are TTG members, folks, okay, that are commenting to you right now. This is why it's one thing to hear something from me. It's another to hear it from your peers. And that's why I do this. That's why when you people have questions, that's why I ask my members to answer it for you. Because me saying something to you guys, I can say anything. But hearing it directly from our members, I think that's a lot more meaningful, and I think you can relate more to it, and that's why I like to do that. So to answer your question, John, absolutely. I've been following since you helped Big Timer pay off his mother's house with your advice. Love to see how far you have come. You deserve it all, True Trading. Thank you, Bert. I appreciate that, man, very, very much. I lost money for more than 10 years until I joined TTG. Mark Mitchell. And honestly, Mark, and that's just a testament to it's just getting an education. It's stop gambling and actually understanding why stocks go up, why stocks go down, and taking advantage of that. You know, and taking advantage of that. All right. So guys, all these comments are amazing, but let's fire off some real questions for me. You know, all these comments are awesome. Fire off some real questions. Yes, I'm gonna get to AMC. I promise you guys, I will get to AMC. But let's take a couple more questions before we get things going here. I've been trading for over 10 years and I'm still only a break-even trader at best. Should I give up? Maybe I'm just not smart enough. No, Danimal, it's not that you're not smart enough. Do not think that. Do not think that. It's probably just the fact that you may not have received the proper education yet. You know, it's like you might think you've been trading for 10 years, but maybe you haven't. Okay. You might think you've been trading for 10 years when really in reality, you've been gambling for 10 years. Okay. You know, that's a big difference. Yeah. You might be buying and selling stocks and options. That doesn't mean you're trading. You could be gambling. You know, if you don't know what you're doing and you have no education, you might as well go put your money on red or black at the casino. Your odds are just as good. You know, but getting a real education will enable you to sit at the poker table instead. And now when you're sitting at the poker table, your ability as a poker player can be better than the person sitting across the table for you. Therefore, that gives you an edge. That gives you an advantage over that person. And that's what becoming a trader is all about. I'm a teaching member and have been trading for 30 plus years. I just started Thursday and I learned a few new things today. Jeffrey Wagner, that's awesome, man. Jeff, I got to tell you, man, it's an honor having you part of the group, brother. Someone with 30 years of experience. Jeff, Jeff said he just joined the group on Thursday and has already learned a few new things today. I got to tell you, Jeff, I am happy to have you part of the group, man. I love having experienced traders join the group, and I really look forward to trading with you going forward, Jeff. Welcome to the family, man. We are real people who are because we appreciate what TTG has done for us. Being on their live stream is an easy way we can give back. Thanks, TTG. Joe, I appreciate you, Joe. Joe McKenna, you're always on these lives too, man. I appreciate you really much, Joe. Do Fibonacci retracements have any relevance in daily charts or only intraday? Yes, absolutely daily charts, Jimbo. Fibonacci retracement levels have relevance on all time frames. It just depends on what's the move that you're looking for, that you're trying to measure. Okay, it's what are you trying to measure? What's the move? Now I can show you, I'll pull up my chart actually. I'll just give you guys an example. That'll be easier. All right, so let's say AMC, for example. All right, let's go to yesterday's price action on AMC. I'm just using this as an example. Okay, if I wanted to measure Fibonacci retracement levels on AMC intraday, once the stock put in that high of the day and you had this big pullback, I would draw my Fibonacci's as follows. I'd go from the prior day's close because you had the big gap up. When you have a big gap up, you anchor your Fibonacci level from the prior day's close. And I would draw that all the way up to the current high of the day, which at the time, this was the high of the day. So let's zoom this over. Okay, so let's say there, the stock is halted, opens up out of the halt, you get that big drop, right? That huge sell-off. That's how I would draw my Fibonacci levels. And what you would notice is that where did we find support? We found support right at the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, right? And then the stock moved higher. Okay, so that's how I would draw my Fibonacci levels intraday. And then once the stock makes a new high, you then readjust your Fibonacci level to then draw it up to the new high. Okay, that new high, then you'll notice that on that pullback, where did we find support? 38.2 Fibonacci level, right? So that's how you would draw Fibonacci's if you were intraday. But now let's go to the daily chart. Let's go to the daily chart. Okay, now let's say, okay, I wanted to measure a move on the SPY. Let's go all the way back to March of 2020. Let's do the COVID low. Let's do the COVID low, because how else? This is another way that I can use Fibonacci retracement levels. Okay, here's our COVID low. All right, now once that low was put in, you had your first bounce. Okay, like if you wanted to measure this move, maybe I thought to myself, that's the bottom. If something changed and I said, you know what, now I want to be long the markets. We had the big sell-off, but now the Fed has stepped in. The Fed announced all their stimulus. You know, we got zero interest rates. The Fed's coming in with trillions of dollars of stimulus. You've got the overnight markets. They came in, they saved the credit markets. I'm saying, you know what? They announced they're actually buying individual corporate bonds. I'm like, they're buying ETFs. I'm like, I'm coming in here and I'm getting long now because the Fed is here to save the day. So I might say to myself, you know what? I want to measure my Fibonacci's on this move. This move. That's the move that I want to measure. Okay. So now I'm going to take my fibs. I would take my fibs. I would anchor them at the low. And I would take them right up to the high of that move. Okay, I would take them right from the low, right up to the high of that move. Now let's zoom this in. Okay, let's zoom this in. Okay, so here's the move I'm trying to measure. Look at where we found support. 38.2 Fibonacci level. And that's actually coincidental. I actually didn't know that while I was just drawing that out, that I just had another example with the 38.2 fib held. And you will see that for 3 consecutive days, we found support right at that 38.2 Fibonacci level. And then, folks, the markets never looked back. Okay? So it all just depends on what's the move that you're trying to measure. You know, you might have a trader that says, you know what? I want to measure the COVID low to the all-time high. Okay, if that's the move that you want to measure, all we got to do is this. All you got to do is that. And now you're measuring the move from the COVID low to the all-time high. You know, you might have a trader that says that wants to measure that move. It all depends on what is the move that you are trying to measure. Okay, I can say this. I can go from this COVID low up to that all-time high. You know, when this was our all-time high, and then you experience that big pullback to say, where are my Fibonacci levels? And then you would have seen that we found support actually on the 23.6 Fibonacci level. Again, it all just depends on what is the move that you are trying to measure. You have to identify the move that you're trying to identify a pullback on, and then you would go ahead and draw out your Fibonacci level. So yes, to answer your question, I know it was a very long answer, but to answer your question, yes, Fibonacci retracement levels are relevant on all time frames. Just depends on what's the setup or the move that you're trying to measure. All right, guys, next question. Okay, Thomas Colton says, I just joined today. I'm trying to claim my free laptop. So Thomas, to claim your free laptop, okay, to claim your free laptop, at the bottom right of our website is a blue support chat icon. Click it. You'll fill out your information, and that's how you will be able to, claim your free laptop. Huskers, what's a realistic amount to start fresh with? Honestly, Huskers, is totally up to you. You know, we have a lot of our members. It's a very common misconception that you need tens of thousands of dollars to get started trading. You simply don't. A lot of our members have started with just a couple $100. Here, Huskers, I'll ask my members again. My TGD fam. Okay, how many of you started with less than $1,000 when you joined TTG? Comment how much you started with. Okay, if you started with less than 1,000 in your account, Comment in chat, guys. Sound off and tell me how much you started with. All right, we got Timothy, 1K. Profit Like It's Hot, 400. Mr. Blue, 200. Matt, 500. Diane, 100. Chris Ortiz, 300. Chase Parker, 300. Lynn Wright, 500. Michael Byram, 900. Tanya Campbell, 250 bucks. Jeff Jensen, 800. Canyon Ridge, 500. Okay, Jay, 200. AGP, 700. O'Neil Armstrong, 100. Pam, 150. Caramel Kang turned 200 bucks into 2,000 just last week. Caramel, that's incredible. Great job. Mad YouTuber, 1,000. P Wizzle, 500. Blazin' Trading, 1,000. Zachary Bunston started with 200. Okay, is up to 2,200 in just the past 2 weeks. Oh my God, Thomas Colton, are you serious, dude? That's absolutely insane, man. Thomas Colton, $100, now have over 40K. Thomas, that's actually really, really impressive, my man. That is really impressive. Congratulations. That is not an easy task. All right, but you guys get the point. So you guys see a lot of my members start with just, a few $100. That's all you need to get started. You don't need tens and tens of thousands of dollars to get started trading. You don't. Nice. Walter Thomas started with 500 bucks up to 25K of realized gains and another 30K of unrealized gains thanks to TTG. Walter Thomas, that's incredible too. These are insane. These are insane. Wow. Walter Thomas, great job, man. Really, really, really great job. Guys, I'm going to get into AMC in just a second, okay? I will be getting into AMC. All right, I am going to get into AMC and what is a gamma squeeze. We are going to talk about that. What is a gamma squeeze? And I will talk to you about AMC, okay, in just a minute, I promise. What I would like to do real quick, though, is I want to know how many people here, if it's their first time. So type the number 1 in chat right now if this is your first TTG live stream or you're not a member of True Trading Group. Just type the number 1 in chat if this is your first time on a TTG live stream or you're not a member. All right, we got Quay Mua, we got Ziamara, we got Quentin, Blazin' Trading, Simon Monique, Huskers, K's World, KJ, Jeffrey Zebley, H Money, Amin Sahi, Jay Wang, Clayton Karan, Eddie Garzon, El Basha TB, Sebastian, Akeem, 3LI, Rafael Luberes, Epar, Sanat, Kazim, Street Dinero, Wilma, Deluski, Kurt Young, El Shaddai, Mary McNamara, David Karstedt, Robert Condor, Mick Bannon, S. Mac, Gladys Allen, Tony Harrington, Daisy Jacquez, Danny Osman, Illa, Tay Jones, Joshua Lopez, Kyla Myers, Akeem. This is sick. This is great, guys. Yo, Jimmy JJ, what's up, man? I remember you. Yep, from last night. You just joined the group, actually. Jimmy JJ, welcome to the family. I know you just joined last night. Manuel Diaz. Wow, look at all these number 1s. Dope Ninja. I'm digging that name, bro. Dope Ninja. I like it. Guys, I love this. I love it. I love seeing so many new faces on these lives. I'm sure you guys are all here because you're excited to learn about AMC and what is a gamma squeeze, what happens next, how do gamma squeezes work. So I'm going to get into all that in just a second. But all of you that are here for the very first time, welcome all of you. I want you all to know here real quick, there are a couple of people that are typing away. That's why I was actually kind of curious to see how many people were brand new, because there were a couple of people that were typing away asking about, how to buy my course or how to join TTG. It's important you guys understand that True Trading Group is not just a course. Yes, we do offer a 15-course curriculum, but it's a platform. You guys get a bunch of tools and resources that are all included with your membership. That membership is a 1-year all-inclusive membership. It's normally $2,212, but From now until midnight tonight, you can actually save 42% and pay just $1,266. That's for the entire year. There's no upsells. It comes out to like just over $100 a month. Okay. There are no upsells at all. You pay one price, you get access to everything we have. And tonight we got a total of 30 laptops. Okay. And we're selling out of these fast, guys. We had like 20 of them yesterday. We sold out of all of them. We've got 30 laptops here tonight. Again, Adam's literally piecing these together to ensure we can keep offering them to you guys. So getting this extra 30 laptops was not easy. You guys can say thank you to Adam. But the next 30 people that sign up tonight with the coupon code TTG121 will get a 42% discount on the membership. You'll also get a brand new free laptop. Okay. They're mostly Asus and HP brand laptops. We also do have some Lenovo's. Okay. Like I said, they are first come, first serve. All right. So there's only 30 of them. They'll probably be gone by the time we finish this live stream because people love getting free stuff. All right. But it's important you understand, okay, what are you getting for $1,266? Let me explain. You guys are going to get our entire curriculum, which is 15 courses of it's a simplified version of the stuff I learned working. What? Hold on a second, guys. Oh, that's right. We got 17 courses now. How could I forget? Okay, guys, we used to have 15. Now it is 17.
Bro, don't sell me short, man. Don't sell me short. Guys, right now, we uploaded the text version of our intro to blockchain and intro to crypto and crypto trading course. This is a text-only version right now. The videos will be uploaded tomorrow, and this is available right now on your member dashboard. All right, so it is live.
Beautiful. All right, so there you have it, guys. So now we've got 17 courses now. This is a simplified version of the stuff that I learned that I was working at the fund. We've got beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, swing trading courses, trader psychology courses, crypto courses, how to trade in a down market. All of them are in text and video format. You've got our Benzinga Pro real-time news feed is right inside of our chat room because you break into the second news alerts. You've got Quote Media's real-time level 1 and full book level 2. That's all market maker depth level 2. You also have Trading Views Pro Plus charting software. It's one of the most commonly used chart softwares. You got ETNA's simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data where you practice implementing what you guys learn in the courses. You get access to our chat room, where we share our screen with you. We're live on the microphone calling out trades in advance before we're actually making them. We're there all day with you. We're not just there trading for 2 hours a day. Okay, we're in there with you all day for that, guys. And we're currently, between me and the rest of the mods, are sporting about an 83% win rate. Okay, we're fully transparent with that. We keep a whole trading journal on our website. We also have live workshops every single week. We do one-on-one mentor sessions, small private study groups. We got a small account challenge that's starting up here this month with $100,000 in cash prizes. We do a bunch of giveaways. Every time we get 300 new members, we give away a Tesla or 30 grand. Every time we get 150 new lifetime members, we give away a Porsche or $50,000. And we're actually going to be doing both on June 13th. Okay. So on June 13th, right here on this YouTube channel at 8:30 p.m., I'm going to be giving away a Tesla or 30 grand and a Porsche or 50 grand. So $80,000 in giveaways that we're doing here on June 13th. All you need to do to enter the Tesla 30K giveaway, you just have to be a member at Two Trading Group. That's it. You just got to be a member. Okay. Lifetime members, you are eligible for the Tesla giveaway, but also the Porsche and 50K giveaway. Okay. So just some fun stuff that we like to do with our members, guys. So like I said, everyone that was asking, you guys can use coupon code TTG121. You'll get the 42% discount. You'll get a brand new laptop free. We even cover shipping. Yes, we ship globally. Okay. And then you'll be included in the Tesla 30K giveaway on June 13th. All right. So you actually have to enter that coupon code. Adam, can you show them real quick? You actually have to enter coupon code TTG121 and click apply code in order to get the discount. it's not going to give you that discount 1266 price automatically. You have to actually enter the code, click apply code, and then you get the discount. And then you guys see that laptop right there in the checkout? That's how you know you're one of the 30. Okay, so if you're getting one of the 30 laptops, you'll know it. It'll be in your checkout. If we sell out of them, that won't be in your checkout when you guys go to checkout. Okay, and then how to claim it. I mentioned before, there's a blue chat support icon at the bottom right of our website. You click on that, enter your info, and that's how we can ship you your laptop. All right, folks. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, what time is it? It's game time. All right, guys, let's go ahead now. And I know the moment you've all been waiting for. AMC. Gamma squeeze. What the hell does that even mean? Right? How many of you, by show of hands, I want you to type the letter I in chat right now, if you have heard someone say gamma squeeze, referring to AMC or GameStop, but you really don't know what that means. I want you to type the letter I in chat right now. Because a lot of people throw this term around. They're like, gamma squeeze, gamma squeeze. If you think a gamma squeeze is just, oh, it's going to go higher, incorrect. Okay, a gamma squeeze is something that is very specific. I'm going to explain to you guys right now what a gamma squeeze is, because lately with what's been going on in AMC, I've had a lot of people hit me up on social media. You guys can also give me a follow on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @MikeEdward_TTG. @MikeEdward_TTG. You guys can go ahead and give me a follow there on Twitter. I'm always posting, trade ideas and market commentary on there. So you guys want to definitely go ahead and give me a follow there on Twitter. Again, @MikeEdward_TTG. Okay. But a lot of people have been hitting me up lately. They've been asking me about this gamma squeeze. But the more that I talk to some of these traders, the more I realize they don't even know what that means. Like, they don't know what a gamma squeeze is. They think that it's like just a phrase that like it's like gamma squeeze is like a synonym for like monster squeeze or like massive squeeze. It's not. A gamma squeeze is something that's very specific, and it has to do with options. So what I'm going to do with you guys right now is I'm going to explain to you what a gamma squeeze actually is. What does it mean? How does it work? Right? It's important for you guys, if you're going to put your money behind something, you should understand what you're putting your money behind. And if you're putting your money into something like AMC because you think there's a gamma squeeze, don't you think you should know what a gamma squeeze is? Right? So, first, you have to understand options in order to understand a gamma squeeze. Now, what are options? For all of you that are experienced traders, bear with me. Don't forget, you had a day one. There was a time when you didn't know what an option was either. But there's a lot of people on here that are brand new. So give me 1 minute. I'm just going to explain real briefly what options are. Okay, gang. For those of you that are new, and don't be embarrassed if you're new. That's okay. I've been doing this for 17 years. I also had a day one. There was a time I didn't know what options were either. This is how you learn. You ask questions. An option contract is something that gives you the right to buy or sell shares of a stock at a specific price on a certain date. Okay. A call option gives you the right to buy shares. A put option gives you the right to sell shares. So typically, if you think a stock's going to go up, you're going to buy call options. If you think a stock's going to go down, you're going to buy put options. Eliza Stambouli, welcome to the TTG family. I'm not sure if it's Elisa or Eliza. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. But my TTG fan, give a big warm welcome to Elisa or Eliza. I don't know how to pronounce it. Give a big warm welcome to her. Also, we got Shane Meyer. Everyone give a big warm welcome to Shane Meyer. Welcome to the TTG family, Shane. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Folks, you know what that means? 28 laptops left. Get on it. 28 laptops left. Get on it. Brand new laptop for Shane. Brand new laptop for Elisa. Also, professional education and the TTG fam for the two of them. Welcome to the family. Now, going back to options. Okay, call option gives you the right to buy shares. Put option gives you the right to sell shares. You have a strike price. Every option contract has a strike price and an expiration date. The strike price is the price that the contract allows you to transact at. Meaning, if you buy a call option with a $100 strike price, that means you're buying a contract that gives you the right to buy shares, hence the call option, buy shares at $100. That's your strike price. Every option also comes with an expiration date. So let's say you buy a $100 strike call option that expires on June 4th. That's tomorrow. That means that contract gives you the right to buy shares at $100 on June 4th. Okay, at the close of June 4th. That's what that option contract means. Now, let's say you bought a $100 strike put option that expires June 4th. Well, that gives you the right to sell shares at $100 on June 4th. Okay, that's what an option contract is. Now, if you buy a $100 strike call option, Francis, welcome to the family, brother. Francis Burgos, welcome to the TGG family. Everybody, my TGG fan, give a big warm welcome to Francis. 27 laptops left. Okay, now, if you buy a call option with a $100 strike and the stock is at $90 when the time that you buy it, as the stock goes higher, the value of your contract goes higher because there's a higher chance that the stock is going to get to your strike price. So when the stock's at 95, the value of your option contract goes up. Then the stock goes to 100. The value of that option contract continues to go up because let's say the stock goes to 105, then it goes to 110. Even though the stock is at 110, your option gives you the right to buy the shares at 100. So the value of your option will continue to go higher. Now, most retail traders don't exercise the option to buy the shares because one contract gives you leverage to buy 100 shares. So if you bought one option contract, you bought one call option in AMC, let's say you bought a $50 strike call option in AMC, that gives you the right to buy 100 shares at $50. If you bought two option contracts, that would give you the right to buy 200 shares. Most retail traders don't necessarily have the money to exercise the option. Okay. That's usually institutions, larger traders, hedge funds, they like to exercise their options because they have the capital to do so. Let's say if I had 100 call options on the SPY, okay, if I had 100 call options on the SPY with, let's say, a $420 strike, okay, you're talking about 100 shares or 100 contracts would give me the right to buy 10,000 shares. 10,000 shares at $420 a share is $4.2 million. So I would need $4.2 million in my account to exercise those options. I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to buy the option contract at, let's say, $2 a contract. And when it goes up to $3 a contract, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to make a 50% gain. And I'm going to be happier than a dog in fresh cut grass. That's how the majority of retail traders trade options. You've got to understand options in order for you to understand a gamma squeeze, because a gamma squeeze refers to what's known as the Greeks. Okay, there's different rates of change in an option. Okay, every option has what's called delta. Every option contract has delta. Delta, what delta means, delta measures the rate in which an option will move relative to the stock price. Okay, so an option contract with a delta of, let's say, 0.2, that means that the option contract will go up 20 cents when the stock price goes up $1. If the delta is 0.5, that means the option will go up 50 cents if the stock goes up $1. Okay, the most you can ever have delta is 1.0. Okay, let me actually see. You know what, guys, give me 1 second. I want to actually see if I can just find like a graph real quick, just so I can show this to you. And I can break it down just visually. Oh, perfect. Oh no, where is it? Let me see. Let me just see real quick here, guys. All right, here, I'm going to do this. Yeah, bear with me 1 second, guys. I'm actually going to pull up an image. All right, I'm going to pull up an image. Just bear with me 1 second. And this way you guys could all see what I'm talking about. No, that's not it. In 1 second, 1 second, gang. You guys are gonna like this, trust me. All right, perfect. Oh, I did this wrong. Should be a better way to do this. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. I want to pull up this specific graph that I can show you, so you guys can see what I'm referring to. All right, we're gonna do it this way. All right, we're gonna do it this way. Here we go. All right, so what I want to show you guys real quick. All right, what I want to show you here real quick is this little graph. Okay, what I want to show you here is this graph because Jenny, welcome. Jenny, welcome to the family, Jenny. Jenny, welcome to the family. All right, so what I want to show you here is, guys, this. So now that you understand what delta is, right? So delta measures the rate in which an option will change based on a $1 move in the stock price. Well, that rate of change has a slope, and that's what you see here. Okay, delta, that slope, the rate of that change, that's your gamma. Gamma measures the slope of delta. That is what gamma is. So now again, what's delta? Delta measures the rate an option will change based on $1 stock, a $1 movement in the stock. That's what delta is. A delta of 0.2 means the option will move 20 cents when the stock moves $1. A delta of 0.6 means the option will move 60 cents when the stock moves $1. Now, delta is at its highest slope right at the strike price of the option. So remember when we said about if you're buying a $100 strike price, you're buying a $100 strike price. When the stock gets to 100, that's when the rate of that delta is going to be, the rate of change will be the highest. So that's what I mean by the gamma will be its highest. Ethel Gladden, welcome to the teaching family. Everybody give a big warm welcome to Ethel. Okay, so that's what this graph is showing you. So you'll see here at the bottom left, stock price well below the options exercise price. Exercise price is strike price. So when it's well below it, you have a delta of 0. As this, so like let's say the stock, you bought a $100 strike call option when the stock was at $10. It's so far from your strike price, your delta is near 0. But then as the stock gets to 20, to 30, to 40, to 50, that delta starts to increase. So you see, as this graph shows you, as you get closer to the strike price, that delta starts to increase. Now, the point at which that slope is the steepest is right at your strike price. That's what this graph shows you. Okay? That's what this shows you. Gamma measures that. Gamma measures that slope. That's what gamma is. Okay? So when you have the stock is trading right at the strike price, your gamma will be its highest. Okay, we got that, right? Now you guys understand what gamma is. You understand what delta is. That's step one. Okay, you need to understand that before you understand what a gamma squeeze is. Now, let's talk about what's a gamma squeeze. Michael Robinson, I invite you to give a different explanation because that is exactly what gamma is. Gamma measures the slope of delta, my friend. That is what gamma is. Okay? So we want to explain this to people that can understand it in a simple way. Sure, there's a much more detailed and complex way to explain all of your Greeks. But for people that are new at trading options, this is a way that everybody can understand. Okay? Does everybody understand that? Everybody else think that that was a good explanation? Everybody gets it? Good. Okay? So now, how's a gamma squeeze actually happen? What does it mean when it happens? Okay? When you have a stock that is heavily shorted, a lot of times what happens is all of these institutions, all of these hedge funds that come in and they short large positions on stocks like GameStop, on stocks like AMC. In order to hedge their short position, they sometimes buy out of the money call options. When you buy out of the money call, what does that mean? Out of the money call options. Out of the money call options would be a call option that if you're buying a call option, the strike price is above where the stock is currently trading. So let's say a stock is trading at $20 and you buy a $30 call option. That's called out of the money. When the stock gets to 30, that's called an at the money call option. When the stock goes to 35, that's called in the money. Okay? So when you have hedge funds, institutions, or just traders that short large positions, they're very exposed. That's a very risky trade because you can short a stock at 10 and it can go to 20, you lost 100%. It goes to 30, you lost 200. It goes to 40, you lost 300. It goes to 50, you lost 400, and so on. Your risk is infinite. So it's a very risky trade. So to hedge that risk and to protect themselves, a lot of times you'll have, they'll buy out of the money call options to hedge that bet. Okay. Now, when you have a situation like AMC and GameStop, you have the heavy short position, then you have the buying of the out of the money call options. But then you have the social media army of retail traders like Wall Street Bets, where millions of traders go, and some of these people don't necessarily have the money to buy, a lot of shares of something like GameStop or AMC. So instead, they go after the option contract. It's a lot cheaper. You get a lot more leverage. Okay? So these traders go and they buy out of the money call options. Now you have millions of traders that are going and buying out of the money call options. You also have the hedge funds that are short the stock, also buying out of the money call options to hedge against their short position. You guys have to realize and understand that when someone buys an option contract, there's somebody else on the other side of that trade. A market maker that's on the other side of that trade has to hedge their bet. They've got to hedge that trade. So the market maker that is selling the out of the money call option, they need to protect themselves in case the stock actually goes to that price. So what do they do to hedge their bet? They buy the stock. So just like the hedge fund that shorts the stock buys out of the money call options to hedge their short, the market maker that is selling the call option to all these retail traders, they also need to hedge their bet. They have to hedge that trade. So they go and they buy shares. Well, when that market maker goes and buys shares, that's also pushing the price of the stock higher. When you push the price of the stock higher, that starts to cause the hedge funds that are short to cover. So they start buying the stock. So now the market makers are buying the stock. The hedge funds are buying the stock because they're covering their short position. Meanwhile, millions of traders are buying more out of the money call options that forces the market makers to buy more shares to hedge their bet on the other side of the trade that they're selling those call options. And it's a vicious cycle that feeds on itself, because the higher the stock goes, the more retail frenzy the traders get. Retail traders, they go, oh my God, the stock's going to the moon. It's going to 400. So what do? They keep buying out of the money call options. When AMC was at 15, they're buying $50 call options. Today, 173,000 contracts at the $145 strike call option. You know how insane that is? The $145 strike call option that expires tomorrow, which means you've got all these traders that are saying, I think AMC goes to 145 tomorrow. The option expires tomorrow. That buying of the call option leaves a market maker very exposed. So that market maker will go and they will buy shares of the stock in case the stock does go to 145. Because if the stock goes to 145, they're going to lose a lot of money. They sold the call option. They're going to have to deliver the shares. So they buy the shares to hedge against that possibility, which creates more buying pressure, which forces the hedge funds to cover their short position and pushes the stock higher. Folks, that's what a gamma squeeze is. That's how a gamma squeeze works. Okay? That's how a gamma squeeze works. Now, understand that gamma squeezes, no matter if it's GameStop, no matter if it's AMC, are usually extremely volatile events that do not last very long. Gamma squeezes don't last long, but when they occur, they are vicious. Vicious. The volatility is insane. You remember GameStop. From like 50 to 400 in like 2 days, then back to 50, then back to 300, then back down to 50. You see what AMC is doing? It's extremely, extremely volatile. Forget about fundamentals. Throw fundamentals out the window. Everybody keeps talking about, oh, the fundamentals don't make sense. Fundamentals don't make sense. Yeah, they don't make sense. They don't make sense at all. Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean there's not opportunity to make money on it. Does AMC deserve to have a market cap that is higher than half of the companies in the S&P 500? Of course not. The company's got $5 billion in debt. The interest that they pay on their debt is almost more than their revenue. The fundamentals are horrible. Doesn't matter, because this is what's going on in the stock market. This is why it's important for you to understand what's actually taking place. But gamma squeezes don't always mean the stock's going to go endlessly higher. Gamma squeezes can also result in very, very, very excruciatingly painful crashes in share price. Let me explain to you how and why. The gamma squeeze occurs when the market makers are selling out of the money call options at such an aggressive rate that they need to hedge their position by buying the shares of the stock in case the stock reaches that price. But as you reach expiration, As you get close to the expiration date, if the stock is nowhere near that strike price, the market maker no longer needs the hedge. So all of your traders that bought $145 strike call options that expire tomorrow, there was 173,000 contracts that were for the $145 strike tomorrow expiration call option. If you have market makers that came in to buy shares today of AMC to hedge that bet on all those options that they sold with a $145 strike, if the stock doesn't get anywhere near 145 tomorrow, the shares that were purchased today, though as a hedge, those market makers are going to sell tomorrow. That puts downward pressure on the stock. Now, don't forget, there's also a lot of other option contracts in a market maker's portfolio that need hedging. It's not just the 145 strike call option. It's all your other strikes. It's all your other options that they're trading on other stocks. It's not just AMC. It could be options on Bed Bath & Beyond. It could be options on Google, options on whatever. It's whatever that market maker has in their portfolio. It's whatever stocks that they're trading in. But that's why a gamma squeeze can send a stock skyrocketing, but it can also result in a massive crash, because the gamma squeeze is essentially the market makers being forced to buy a lot of shares because there's such a demand for out of the money call options that they want to hedge that bet because they're on the opposite side of that trade. But once that option, like the 173,000 contracts at 145, do the math on that. One option contract represents 100 shares. 173,000 contracts at the $145 strike. It expires tomorrow. So whatever shares were bought to hedge the opposite side of that trade by the market maker, if we don't get to 145, they're going to sell those shares. That creates the downward pressure. That's why you get such vicious moves. That's why, like in GameStop, okay, let me actually take you guys back to this. Jerry and Robert, welcome to the family. Jerry and Robert, welcome to the TTG fam. What I want to do now, let me actually take you guys back to the charts, and I want to show you GameStop. Because this is exactly what happened with GameStop. But I want you to see the price action on GameStop so you understand. You see the price action I'm talking about? You see how the stock skyrocketed and then just as quickly completely crashed? That's how gamma squeezes happen. This is what happens. They don't go up forever. You have this massive gamma squeeze. And then once the share price does not reach the next level of option contracts that are being frenzily and crazily and unexplainably bought, all of those shares that were bought as the hedge, they all get sold. They all get sold. And that's why the share price of GameStop did a complete round trip. It went from 45 to 450 back to 45 in a matter of a week. Okay, this is a daily chart, guys. Every candle on the chart right here for GameStop represents one day. Okay? That's what a gamma squeeze is. So now the next time somebody talks to you about a gamma squeeze, now you know what the hell they're talking about. That's what it is. That's how it happens. And this is the move. This is the type of price action that you will usually get. Okay. Now let's go back to AMC and let's talk about this. Let's talk about this move. Right? Let's talk about this move. This is what everybody wants to know. Here's your massive move higher. Now, what took place today? Today, you have a lot of, this is very different. this AMC move is very different than GameStop because two things. AMC is actively raising money. They've already just done 2 offerings. They did an offering the other day, closed it. That fund flipped it, sold out of the shares. What happened? Today, company comes out, announces another offering. They announced an offering of 11.55 million shares today. That's why the stock sold off in the morning. That's why the stock sold off in the morning. Okay? That's why this happened. Bang. And then what happened midday? News came out that the company closed the offering at around $50. That's insane. That they were able to open an 11.55 million share offering and close it within a few hours at a price that was higher than where the stock was currently trading at the time that the close took place. When they closed that out, the stock was at around like 47. They were able to average 11.55 million shares sold to investors and traders around $50. That's why AMC then reversed and started to go higher. It was based on that news. No other reason, based on that news. At that same time, what started to happen? 173,000 contracts bought at $145 strike for tomorrow's expiration. Now what's next? Everybody wants to know what's next. And guys, I got to tell you, with this news of the offerings, I got to tell you, I know you all want me to give you like an exact price prediction. I think it's a total coin flip at this point. I think it's a total coin flip. The company also just released, they just announced after hours that they're filing a proxy to try to get another 25 million shares available to sell. They just filed a proxy today after hours. Okay, they're basically out of shares. They've used up all the shares that they're authorized to sell into the market. I don't think they can do another offering. So they just put out a proxy to try to increase that number by 25 million so they can sell another 25 million shares into the market and raise more money. You know, the weird thing about the proxy is that they wanted to be able to do it by 2022, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If I'm this company, why? Why would you even say 2022? I would try to get this done right now. I would try to get it done right now if I'm this company. I've got billions of dollars in debt that need to be paid off. I got to deleverage my company. I got to pay off that debt. They should be raising money at these prices. They're doing the right thing. The company's doing the right thing by raising money at these prices. You know, the company needs money. Okay? The company needs money. No, guys. Oh my God. Guys, I don't work for the hedge funds. I promise you. I don't work for the hedge funds. All right. So they should be doing it. Now, what happens tomorrow? It's gonna be interesting, folks. I gotta tell you, man. I gotta be honest with you, because with the company doing these often, GameStop didn't do that. GameStop didn't do that. AMC is. AMC is raising money. They're doing the right thing. That's what they should be doing. All right, so we'll see what happens with this proxy. It says 2022. So we'll see if they actually, try to do it sooner. I don't know. But if they don't do it for a while, then there's not going to be any other form of dilution that the company's going to be able to do. They don't have any other shares available to sell. So the only way that they'll be able to do another offering is if they are able to get that proxy approved. So that's the only way the company's going to be able to come out and do another offering. They've maxed out their authorized. Okay. So as we're sitting here looking at the chart, you've got heavy resistance here, guys, around this 68 level. Heavy resistance around 68. Heavy resistance. All right, you got a heavy resistance up here at 68. The thing that I do want to talk to you about, okay, the thing that I do want to talk to you about is a major support level down here, guys. What I do want to talk to you about is a major support level down here at 36, 37. This was your prior high. Right there was your prior high. That is exactly where we turned around today. That's your stronghold. That's your stronghold. That's your support level. That's your line in the sand. Okay? Your major support is right there at 36, 37. That's your major support level. It showed its face today. That's your prior high. That was your prior all-time high. We tested it yesterday. It held. We tested it again today, and it held. You held both times. Tested it twice, held it twice. Now the stock's dead smack in the middle of the day's range. Dead smack in the middle of the day's range. You're right back at 50. We went all the way down to 37, went all the way up to 68. Now we're back to 50. Okay. So what do I think happens tomorrow? Guys, I gotta be honest with you, man. I really do. I really think it's a coin flip. I really do. I really think it's a coin flip. I don't have an open position right now on AMC. I don't have an open position on it. I mean, I will be trading it tomorrow, as well as every other trader probably in the world. I don't have a position on it right now, but I'm going to wait and see what happens tomorrow morning. Like, I'm going to wait and see where the pre-market action is. Like, I'm going to wait till pre-market. What are we doing pre-market? Are we looking at pre-market? Are we at 60 or are we at 45? We're almost right at where we closed right now, and I'm going to wait to see what happens pre-market. I'm going to wait to see if we get that gap up pre-market. A lot of times, like pre-market, shorts get really shaky sometimes pre-market. Sometimes you get like this little cover that takes you higher pre-market. So I'm actually really curious to know who it was that closed out that offering of 11.5 million shares. I would love to know who that was. I'd love to know who bought those shares at 50. I would love to know that, which I don't know. But I would love to know who it actually was. There's no way to really know, guys. Like people are saying, like, hey, has the short squeeze happened yet? Or is this just FOMO? Getting the short data I'm sure the short position has probably gone up on AMC like over the last week. You know, I don't know if shorts have covered or not yet. Nobody really know. I mean, the data is going to be delayed. You know, when you get like short data, the short data is always delayed by a couple of days. So like, there's no way for you to know like what's the actual real time short position that's on a stock. There's no way for you to know that real time. It's always going to be delayed. I'm going to trade the option. Excuse me. I'm trading the shares on this. I trade shares of AMC. I don't trade the options on it because the implied volatility on the options is so high. It's so high that, and the stock is moving around like crazy. So, I mean, I trade the stock. You know, if you have the capital to trade, you know, like a $50 stock, trade the stock. You know, trade the stock. I mean, why not? It's moving $20, $25 in a single day. You know, the options are expensive as hell. The options, I would only trade the options if I didn't have the money to trade the stock. If you have the money to trade the stock, trade the stock. The implied volatility in the options is insane. Like hundreds of %. It's insane. The options are going to cost you a hell of a lot more than they normally would, which leaves your which starts to push your risk reward ratio starts to get skewed, because when you're paying such a high premium for the option, you need a bigger move in order for the reward to be worth that risk. So that's implied volatility kind of screws that up a little bit. And because of the moves that AMC is making, the implied volatility is so high that I'm trading the shares. I trade the shares. Okay. I'm trading the shares. If you have the capital to trade the shares, it's my opinion that it's better because you don't have to worry about the IV. You don't have to worry about time decay. You're not going to worry about any of that stuff. Just trade the shares. All you got to worry about is price action. Okay. Do I think the short squeeze will happen after the gamma? Brada Greg, it's not that one happens after the other. They happen in tandem. You know, they happen in tandem, right? Like you'll have, you might just be joining the live stream. There's probably a couple of people that are just joining. I literally just went over earlier in the live stream what a gamma squeeze is, how it works, what it's caused by. So, you know, you guys can just go back and kind of rewatch the live. Literally just the last 30 minutes or so, I've been talking about a gamma squeeze, what it is, how it works, what it means, how they happen. Yeah, no, brother, no worries, bro. That's what I'm saying. I can tell you just hopped on because I literally just finished talking about that. That's why I was like, yeah, I can tell you just jumped on. But yeah, I just went over for all of you that are just joining, because we did just get a bunch of new people just joined on. The bunch of our views just went up. So welcome all of you that are just joining us. But if you guys just missed it and you're just joining us, we just went over what is a gamma squeeze, what does that mean, how does it happen? Okay, like what does it actually mean when we say, oh, gamma squeeze? What does that mean, right? Doesn't just mean, oh, the stock's going to the moon. That's not just what a gamma squeeze means. A gamma squeeze is a very specific thing that happens, has to do with options. Okay, it's a combination of options with the price of the actual stock itself, mixed with options and out of the money options and market makers that are hedging the other side of the option trade. That's how that whole thing works. So if you guys missed that, I just talked about it. Go back when we're done with this live and watch that segment of the live. It's extremely informative, and it's important for you guys to understand how gamma squeezes work. All right, let me just open this up kind of for some, let me open this up maybe just for some questions. Maybe if you guys have some individual questions about kind of the stuff that I just talked about. No, I don't think the price is sustainable. I don't think the share price is sustainable, but that doesn't mean that we can't trade it in the meantime. Guys, listen, let me make myself very crystal clear. Everyone that wants AMC, thinks AMC is going to 400 or 1,000. I hope it does. I like money too. Okay. I like money too. I would love for AMC to go to 400. Believe me, I would love for it to. Okay, yeah, let's stick it to the shorts and the hedge funds. Yes, I'm the retail trader with you. Okay, I would love for that to happen also. But at some point, the gamma squeezes, they don't last very long. It's extreme volatility for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, and then that stock will settle back down. Okay, it'll settle back down. So no, I don't think the price is sustainable, but it doesn't have to be sustainable in order for us to make money trading it. It doesn't. It doesn't have to be sustainable. Do I think AMC is worth $70 a share? No, I don't. That doesn't mean I won't trade it if I think it's going to 70. Yeah, other meme stocks are going to continue to follow. Other meme stocks are going to continue to follow, guys. AMC is the clear leader of this batch, guys. It's a clear leader of this batch. You've got all your meme stocks, KOSS, BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond, KOSS, GameStop, all of those stocks, they're going to continue to follow AMC's lead, but AMC's moves, I think, will be much bigger. AMC is the leader here, guys. AMC is the leader here. So what is the coin toss? Is it whether or not the proxy is approved? How long will that take when we find out it was approved or not? No, that's going to take a little while for us to find out. What I'm referring to as a coin toss, based on what happened today, based on the news from today with the offering, based on the price action from today, I think trying to say, does AMC go to 40 or does AMC go to 70 tomorrow? I think it's a coin toss. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I don't see something in the technicals from a charting standpoint. I don't see something in the charts that gives me strong conviction that we go up or down tomorrow. I don't have any strong conviction one way or the other tomorrow. That's why I'm saying I'm going to wait to see what happens pre-market. What does this thing do pre-market? When I wake up tomorrow morning, where is AMC? That's going to dictate what I'm going to do on the day and what sentiment I have for the stock. And if I think we're going up, if I think we're going down, I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning to make that decision, because I think today's price action was so wild. Guys, we literally went from 65 to 37, back to 68, back to 50. It was a roller coaster of a ride. Roller coaster of a ride. Okay? So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm confident AMC is going to do something specific tomorrow. I'm not. I'm humble enough to say that. I don't know what AMC is going to do tomorrow. I think it's a coin toss tomorrow. Is it a bad idea to buy puts for when the sell-off happens due to IV crush? I mean, yeah, your puts are going to be, you're going to have the IV on the puts too. The IV is going to be on your calls and it's going to be on your puts. You know, so you're going to get that IV crush regardless. You know, actually, guys, the short position on AMC is actually not that high. It's high. It's like maybe in the mid to high 20s. GameStop was over 100. GameStop's short position was over 100% of the float was short. AMC short position is only around like between 25 and 28% of the float. Still, that's a sizable short position. Don't get me wrong. That would still be a heavily shorted stock. That is a heavily shorted stock, but it's not, you know, it's not out of this world. It's not astronomical. You know, it's not like AMC was over 100% of the float, which is insane. How that even happens? That means you're getting naked shorts. You're getting people are shorting the stock that don't even have the borrow. They're shorting shares they don't actually really own. So Vincent Carbone, naked shorts, where they're not actually getting a borrow on the shares to sell. They're not actually getting a borrow on the shares to sell. So they're not locating physical shares to sell. That's how you can actually have a little bit more than 100% of the float was short. I actually think that there should be some SEC like action or some regulation. The fact that over 100% of the float of GameStop was short, I think that's a problem. I think that's problematic that there were some people out there that were able to have those positions without locating a borrow. So, I think that there should be rules against that. What price to get long AMC if it gaps up to anticipate the squeeze? I think that if AMC gets back over $60 tomorrow, I think it's going to squeeze higher. If it gets over 60, I think it'll squeeze higher. If it gets over 60, I think it could squeeze higher. It happens all the time, Matt. It happens all the time, and especially in the hedge fund world. All right, guys. So that's AMC. When we will know when we are in a squeeze. I mean, listen, I think we already are. I can't, I think that over the last couple of days, I think you have some of those shorts had to have covered. I think yesterday you had some shorts cover. I think yesterday some shorts covered. When you get a move like that to go basically in a straight line from 40 to 70, I think that's a panic. I think that's a panic short squeeze. I think shorts really just starts, you know what, I gotta bail, I gotta get out of here. And I think you see that. But we'll see, because you also have to realize, like, throughout this move, more people are shorting it. You guys have to understand that too. So like if you go back like 2 weeks and you're like, okay, the short position on the stock 2 weeks ago. Well, you don't think anybody else new has come to the table to short the stock? Of course. More people, as the stock goes higher, more people come in and short it. So you might have some people that shorted this thing in the 20s or 30s, maybe they covered it yesterday. But then maybe you have new people that step in and they short at 60 and they short at 50. And if they get squeezed, then they'll be covering at 70, 80, and 90. And then more people will come in and they'll short it at 80 and 90. And if they get squeezed, they'll be covering at 100 and 110. So every time the stock goes higher, you're going to get more shorts are going to come into the stock. It's not just like, okay, when this move started in AMC, that's it. The hedge funds are short and no one's covering, and it's a battle to see who's going to move the stock higher or lower. As the stock moves, more people short it, more people cover. It's an ongoing game. Every day, shorts are covering. Every day, new shorts are shorting. Every day. I think yesterday you had some of that short cover. And I think today a lot more shorts came onto the stock. I think a lot more shorts came onto the stock today. And I think a lot of those shorts that came on today, they were very, very, very nervous this afternoon when this thing went green. When this thing went to 68, I think you had shorts from today where I think their butts were puckering a little bit. Okay? I think their butts were puckering a little bit. You see the stock's trading lower now. We're all the way down to 47.50, guys. We're all the way down to 47.50. We got to see what happens tomorrow. My concern about tomorrow, here's the one thing that I'm concerned about, okay, with tomorrow. It's not the proxy. I'm not concerned about the proxy. What I'm concerned about is how gamma squeezes actually work, and the fact that there's $173,145 strike call options that were bought today that expire tomorrow. Any shares that were bought today by market makers to hedge the opposite side of that trade If we are not anywhere near 145 tomorrow, they are going to sell those shares. That's my concern about tomorrow. Do you think that maybe after the sell-off today, they covered a bunch of shorts, which is what drove it back up from 37.70 when they just sold those off, and that's why it's down now? I don't think so, Ben. I think what happened with that afternoon rally, I think that afternoon rally was excitement that the company was able to complete that 11.5 million share offering as quickly as they did at $50 a share. That shows really high demand. Like, that shows really, really high demand that they were able to sell that many shares that quickly at that price. And I think that kind of gave the stock an extra boost because now the company just raised another, what is that, $585 million or whatever it is that the company was able to just raise. You know, I expect AMC to come out here and start buying other movie theater brands. You know, I expect AMC to go and try to buy and consolidate this industry. I expect them to go and start to buy, was it CNK or I forgot the ticker symbol, that CNK or I forgot the CNX or what is it? Is it CNX? No, CNK. Yeah, CNK. Then you also have IMAX. You know, like you might see AMC go and try to buy those brands. You know, like they just raised, guys, they just raised like $800 million in 2 days. They got to do something with that cash. Maybe they pay down some of their debt. They've got billions of dollars in debt, so maybe they pay that down. But maybe they also take some of that cash and maybe they acquire another brand. Not necessarily Multilago. So Multilago says, if smart money just bought over 11 million shares at $50, do you think they believe that they're going to make a profit? That means they want to sell over 50. Yes, but this is what I'm saying. I want to know who bought those shares. We don't know who bought those shares. You know who could have bought those shares? A hedge fund that's short and wants to try to cover out their position, and they're going to buy the shares back at $50 instead of having to buy the shares in the open market. They could have just covered a short position. You don't know. You can have a hedge fund that's short 2 million shares from 30. And rather than going into the open market to buy 2 million shares, which is going to drive the price of the stock up, maybe they went to the company and said, hey, we'll buy 2 million shares from you. We got a short position open. Let's cover it. That's what I would do if I was short and I wanted out. This is what I'm saying. I don't know who did that offering. I don't know who bought those shares. I don't know who bought those shares. So it doesn't necessarily mean the stock's going to go higher. It doesn't. So don't just look at that like, oh, they were able to raise money at 1150. Therefore, I'm just going to hold on until the thing goes higher. You know. Not the best strategy. Okay? That's why I said before, I would love to know who bought those shares. Like you saw the firm the other day. The firm the other day, they did the offering. They bought at $27. They sold it at like 33, 34 the very next day. It was a day trade. It was a day trade. They did it in 1 day. They would have held if they thought the stock was going higher. Obviously, they could have made a hell of a lot more if they sold at 40, 50, 60. But they didn't think the stock was going too much higher. Okay? Cool? All right, guys. Let me talk about BlackBerry just real quick, and then we'll start to wrap things up. A lot of people are asking me about BlackBerry. Listen, BlackBerry, this is a similar situation. This is kind of a follow the leader type of scenario. You know, this is going to be something that is going to follow AMC. You know, BlackBerry was the strongest of the batch today. There's not that large of a short position on this stock. You know, there's not that large of a short position. These like. You know, this isn't the same as GameStop. GameStop's short position was unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen a stock with a short position greater than 100% of the float. I've never seen it. Really never have. But like BlackBerry, that's not, you know, AMC, they're short in like the 20s. BlackBerry's not even that. So, you know, I think with all of your meme stocks, BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond, GameStop, all of them, use AMC as your gauge. Use AMC as your barometer. AMC goes to 70, 80, 90. BlackBerry, GameStop, KOSS, Bed Bath, they all probably go higher. If AMC goes back to 30, BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond, GameStop, they all probably go lower. You can use AMC as your barometer. Okay? So, I actually said this yesterday, though. Out of all these companies, like when you think about GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, you think about these companies, like the one thing that everyone talks about is changing their business model. Like GameStop, they're trying to change their business model, more e-commerce, more online. AMC, you know, AMC, you're talking about like movie theaters. Everyone's talking about AMC. They've got to change up their business model somehow too. BlackBerry is a perfect example of a company that actually was able to make a successful transition to changing their business model. BlackBerry was not able to compete with Apple and Samsung in the smartphone market, and they shifted over to become a software company, and they're actually doing pretty well. It's actually one of the better transition stories that I think goes unnoticed, and I don't think that their management team gets enough credit for the transition that they've made. Now, if you have a stock like GameStop, if GameStop is able to make this successful transition, okay, if they're able to make a successful transition, then you know you've got a lot more potential there on GameStop too. Tara O'Brien, welcome to the family. Tara O'Brien, welcome to the TTG family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so that's it there, guys. That's it. So like I said, AMC, I think it's too soon to tell. I'll make a call tomorrow morning pre-market. What I think AMC is going to do based on what I see pre-market. I think right now it's a coin flip for tomorrow's price action with everything that took place today. I think it's a bit of a coin flip. I don't have conviction on this thing up or down tomorrow. I really don't. I'm just being completely honest with you guys. I'll always be honest with you guys. I don't pretend to know shit that I don't. And I'm just speaking to you from 17 years of experience. And I think it's a coin flip tomorrow.
Hey, how many laptops you have left?
Yo, what's up?
What's
Mike?
up? Yeah.
What's up? So are you working with the hedge funds or not?
Yeah, I'm actually getting $5 million for this live stream.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man, I'm pocketing it all.
Nick, I can finally leave my wife. Yes!
Yeah, guys. Yeah, some people actually make comments that are like, oh, he's working with the hedge funds. I'm not. I hope AMC goes to 400. I would love it to. I'm just telling you, in my experience, I don't think it does. I've said that from the beginning. I hope it does. For everyone that's long, I hope it does. I really, really, really do, guys. I like money just like you all. I hope it goes to 400. And if it does, believe me, I'll be trading it the whole time. I'll be cheering it on with you. Believe me. I promise. I will. Okay? Believe me. But I really, in the bottom of my heart, truly, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to scare anybody out from selling their positions. I don't think it goes to 400. I don't. I'm just being honest with you. I don't think it does. Okay? But we'll see. I could be wrong. And if it does, I'll be trading it the whole time with you. Okay? I'll be trading it the whole time with you. All right? So that's it, folks. Excellent. We talked about a lot there. It was kind of a lot to digest. There's still a lot to digest in this live. I suggest anyone that kind of caught this live late, I suggest you go back and rewatch this live stream because earlier in the live stream, I explained what a gamma squeeze is, how they happen, how it works. And I think anyone that is long AMC, I think it's important that you understand what a gamma squeeze is and how it works. right? If you're going to buy something because you think it's going to do a gamma squeeze, you should know what a gamma squeeze is. And a lot of people have been talking about it lately. It's a huge topic of discussion. I've talked to, countless traders about the gamma squeeze in the last couple of days. And I felt like it was important for me to kind of come on and just explain what a explain what a gamma squeeze is, so you all understand, not even just for AMC, but what about the next one? There's going to be more. There'll be more AMCs. There'll be more GameStops. So it's good for you to understand what a gamma squeeze is and how they work, so you guys are just more educated on everything that you're doing, and can, help you guys out with your trading and investing decisions. And that's my goal. My goal in all these live streams is to make you guys more informed, to make you guys more educated, share with you some of the knowledge and the lessons that I've acquired over the years. Okay. And that's my goal with all these lives. So I hope we were able to accomplish that today. Hope you guys got some value out of this live stream. Hope you guys feel like you learned something new that you didn't know before. What I would like to do right now is find out, we still have a lot of people on this live. How many of you, everyone go ahead, type the letters TTG in chat right now if you're not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, type the letters TTG. AM, Random Account, Lisa Lindsay, Art Scholar, Tech, Philip. Wow. Yassine, J. Mike, Don Torres, Jimmy. I can't even keep up. Ben, Jared, Jorge, No Name, Julie Corrigan, Gregory Simmons, Carlos, Larry, Siva, KJ, Falling Drop, Margaret, and Lila, Getting Epic, Reese Brown, Stan Broek, Sergio, Caesar, Andrew, Brian. I still see people asking me about the gamma squeeze. Guys, I already talked about all that. Guys, as soon as we're done with this live, I just invite you to go and rewatch the live stream. I talked about it. I talked about all of it already, okay? So I would just go back and rewatch it. And I would just go back and rewatch the stream. So good, guys. We got a lot of non-teaching members that are here with us on the live. I hope you guys really learned something from this. I'm always going to tell you guys, I'm always going to talk to you honestly. I don't blow smoke up your ass. I don't sugarcoat anything. Love me or hate me for it, I'm always going to shoot you guys straight. All right. Whether the markets are up, down, left, right, sideways, we're making money here, guys, in True Trading Group. And I'm going to continue to teach my members how to manage risk and the same trading philosophies and strategies that I learned working at a firm in New York, that I now implement in my own personal trading. I teach to all my members. And that's what matters. It's just the opportunities that are going on in the market. How do we make money from them? That's all I care about. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about anyone else's opinion of what I'm saying. All I care about is, how are we going to make money from this action? That's it. Identify opportunity and profit from it. And that's what we're doing in True Trading Group. If you guys don't believe me, watch this. All of my teaching members right now, if you are a member of True Trading Group and you are making money and you are a better trader because of it, I want you guys to sound off in chat right now. Sound off in chat right now, guys. If you're making money in True Trading Group and you are a better trader because of it, sound off in chat right now. So those of you that are not members, although those of you that typed TTG, two things. One, pay attention to some of these comments coming through chat here, folks. These are real TTG members that are commenting to you. And also, I want to let you all know that we do have a 1-week trial for anyone that is interested. You guys can go to ttgthree.com. It is a 1-week trial. You get access into our chat room. You get access to our Benzinga Pro news feed, our trade ideas scanner, our analyst report and stock profile section. You guys can just go to ttgthree.com. It's only $3. We charge $3 just to make sure you guys are real. It'll be the best $2 you've ever spent in your life. I guarantee it. Literally, it's less than a cup of coffee. There's no auto renew. There's no reoccurring payment. It's just $3. That's it. Once your trial's over, you never charge again. It just expires. So for those of you that want to join for that trial and check us out, you guys can go to ttgthree.com. Welcome, Natasha Sinclair. And I think we welcomed Tara earlier, but Tara, you get double the welcomes. You get double the welcomes, Tara. Welcome to the TTG family. All right, now guys, listen, it is important for me to also say, like you saw, like all the TTG members that were just commenting that, hey, I'm making money, and that's great. It's wonderful for me to recognize those that are having success, but it's equally as important for me to recognize those that are still struggling. And in True Trading Group, 80% of our members are successful, meaning they're making money and they're going on to become a better trader. But that means 20% are still struggling. Okay, that means 20% of our members are still struggling. But in this group, we leave no trader behind. We hold red to green workshops every month. These are live events inside of our chat where members that are struggling, they submit to us questions, lessons, topics that they're struggling with, and we cover it live in a workshop. It's recorded, it's posted up in our video library, then later for people to go back and rewatch. I know it's not possible to have a 100% success rate. I know that, but I'll be damned if I'm not going to try for it. You know, TTG is a business, folks, at the end of the day. It's a hell of a business, but it's only as good of a business as our members are actually doing. We got to get up every day, earn the trust and support of our members. And yes, that means long after they pay their yearly all-inclusive membership fee. You know, we don't take lightly the responsibility and the trust that we are given. That's why we work hard every day to make sure we continue to earn it. You know, these are people's lives that we're talking about. These are people's hard-earned money. You know, and I want to make sure that those people always have the value and they always have the resources, the education, the mentorship, the guidance that they need to give themselves the best chance to profit from the markets and to really learn and hone on this skill. You know, trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme, folks. No one's going to do the work for you to reach your goals. You want to become a consistently profitable trader. It's not going to happen just like that. You got to be willing to put in some time, energy, and effort to learn a new skill. But it all starts with getting access to the right education, having access to the right tools, and being part of the right community that's going to help you to learn, trade, and profit together. That's what TTG is all about. All right, we went live to the public, guys, 2017. We've been working on building up this platform ever since. My team and I work about 12 to 15 hours a day on our platform and on our members to make sure that we continue to give them the best experience possible. All right, so like I was telling you guys before, a 1-year membership to TTG, it's normally $2,212 for the year, but from now until midnight, you can actually save 42% and pay only $1,266 and get a free laptop. We've got 19 of them left. They're first come, first serve. This offer expires at midnight, guys. There are no upsells in TTG. You pay one price, get access to every single thing that we have. Okay, every single thing we have. No upsells. That's it. All right. As a member of True Trading Group, you guys are going to get access to some of the top premium trading tools and products because we bundle them together as part of your membership. It's not, TTD is not just, oh, let me just buy, pay to get Mike's trades. That's not what TTD is all about. Okay. As a member, you're going to get access to Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. This is something that's right inside of our chat room that gives you up to the second news alerts right inside of chat. It's an invaluable tool that me, my mods, all my members, we use this every single day trading live. Then you got quote streams, real-time level 1 and full book level 2. That is included with a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with real-time data using fake money so you can practice implementing what you learn in the courses. Please use the simulator. Prove to yourself you can make money first before you start trading with your hard-earned cash. Then you get access to our Trade Ideas Scanner. This will help you identify what are the best stocks for you to be trading throughout the course of the day. Large cap, small cap, mid cap, whatever you name it, we've got scanners for it. And you have access to this all day long. Then you've got our TradingView Pro charting software. This is like one of the most commonly used charting softwares by traders, and it's included free with your membership. All of these things I'm showing you are free with your membership. Then you're getting a minimum 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time alerts per week from a community of traders currently sporting about an 83% win rate. We're fully transparent, guys. In TTG, we keep a trading journal on our website. It actually tracks every single buy and every single sell that our moderators make. So you can actually keep track and see how we're doing and how you would be doing if you were following along with all of these trades. Okay. You also get access to one small private study group in TTG, which is your chance to really, ask questions. We can cover topics and lessons that you need help with. Then you have the entire curriculum. This is a 17 course curriculum. That is a simplified version of the stuff I learned working at the fund. We've got beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, crypto courses, swing trading courses, trader psychology courses, you name it. We've got it all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. Then you've got a video library that has over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops that we've done with our members, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job. All right, just to name a few. Over 100 hours of additional video content in there, guys. Use it. Then you have access to our chat room where we share our screen with you. We're calling out trades throughout the day live. We're on the microphone talking to you like I'm talking to you now. You know, you guys can actually send us DMs in chat, ask us questions. We're there with you the whole day. We're not gone after 2 hours. Okay. We don't charge you extra for any of this stuff. You might be wondering, how the hell, why do you charge only $1,266 for all of that? And that question that you might be wondering right now is going to be answered by me asking you a question. I want everyone to type the letter I in chat right now. If you have been a part of another trading group where you were promised the world only to feel like you were just $1,000, another $1,000 upsell away from reaching your goals, go ahead and type the letter I in chat right now if that's happened to you. Look at all these letter I's. Look at all these letter I's. All these letter I's is why we do this, guys. It shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't be that difficult for people to try to learn how to do this. It really shouldn't. It really shouldn't be this difficult. You know, that's why we do it. We want to disrupt this entire industry. But at the same time, guys, you know, we know our worth too. In life, you got to know your worth. We know we're worth, you know, we know a membership, it's worth a lot more than $1,266 with all the tools and resources that you guys get. Those tools and resources would cost you a lot of money if you bought them on your own. You know, and that's why we are going to be moving our price up to $2,500 for the year. So that's why you guys really, guys, if you're interested in joining, use that coupon code TTG121. Use it now. You'll get a free laptop for the next, I think, maybe 18 people or 19 people that join. You guys will get a free laptop by using coupon code TTG121 with the 42% discount. Plus, you'll have a chance to win 30 grand or a brand new Tesla on June 13th. Okay. You know, speaking of value, that Benzinga newsfeed alone, that Benzinga newsfeed would cost you $1,188 a year if you paid for it yourself through Benzinga. That's almost your entire membership right there. That's what I'm saying. Like, the value is, it's crazy. You know, then you've got the real-time streaming level 2 with the full book data. Quote Stream charges $990 a year for that. That's free with your membership. The Trade Simulator, they charge $750 a year. That's free with your membership. Trading View, they charge $720 a year for their charting software. That's free with your membership. Okay, guys, just those things alone, you're talking $3,648 a year. Just those 4 services. They're free with your membership, and you can get a membership right now for just $12.66. All right, guys, the price of our membership is going to be going up a couple of bucks every day. We're going to be over $2,000 sooner than you guys think. That's still a fraction of the value that you're actually getting. Our goal is to disrupt this entire industry, folks. In order to do that, we got to provide insane value and results for a price substantially less than any of our so-called competitors. Again, we are 5-star rated on Trustpilot. I invite you to go read some of those reviews, guys. Over 1,200 people have actually taken the time to write us a review on Trustpilot, which I think is insane. We've only been around since 2017. And 1,200 people have written us a review on Trustpilot. Go read them. Seriously, 1,239 to be exact. I invite you to go read them. Okay? Last but not least, guys, anyone that's still on the fence, I'm going to make your mind up for you right now. Okay? Anyone that is still on the fence, here's the deal I'm willing to make. If you go through all our courses, pass all the quizzes, and attend a private study group, if you do those 3 things and still don't make back $1,266 at least one time during your membership, I'll give you all your money back. Dead serious, I'll give you a full refund. That's how confident I am that with a little bit of work, this can work for you. So again, if you go through all the courses, pass the quizzes, attend a private study group, if you don't make $1,266, that's the price of your membership tonight. If you don't make that back at least once throughout your membership, I'll give you a full refund, folks, all your money back. Use that coupon code TTG121. Get that free laptop while we still have them. Get the 42% discount. Give yourself a chance to win 30 grand or a brand new Tesla on June 13th right here. Again, set your reminders. June 13th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on this YouTube channel. We're going to be giving away a brand new Tesla or $30,000 and either a brand new Porsche or $50,000 to 2 lucky TTG members. Guys, we're down to 15 laptops now. I told you they weren't going to last. We had 30 when I started this live stream. Those 15 will probably be gone within the next hour or two. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Use that coupon code TTG121. Okay, use that coupon code TTG121. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications. Smash that like button if you guys haven't done so already. And then, like I said, don't forget, we do have that 1-week trial. Go to ttgthree.com for the trial, but you're not going to get the $1,266 price point. You're not going to get the free laptop. Okay, if you guys want the free laptop and you want to get that 42% discount, you guys can use coupon code TTG121 right here, right now. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I hope you found this live stream helpful. I'll see you guys all tomorrow in chat. Later, guys.